Tampa in late March. Not many teams left playing college basketball, but South Florida and VCU. You see some of the South Florida students still dancing. How do we get here? Let's take a look at our NIT bracket.
Experienced guard that plays with so much pace and efficiency in the game, he'll have to be big for the Rams.
Well, on the other side of that, keep your eye on Chris Youngblood, as the Pistons are already pumping here in Tampa, Florida. They don't waste any time, Richard.
Well, they get right to it. Really good action, getting the ball from both sides of the court. Just two well executing on teams in the offensive set in the half court.
There is Max Shulga. Probably should have pulled the trigger on that one, thought better of it. Fades away, in and out. Here, keep an eye on him also, Brandon Stroud, everything.
Youngblood, as you mentioned, a strong-bodied guard, likes the physicality, can get downhill as well as fill it up from the outside.
Knocks off the mark early. Stroud, first offensive rebound of the night. Kason Pryor finishes with authority.
Of Stroud giving South Florida a second crack.
Max Shulga gets a lot of space from Pryor and makes him pay.
Shulga, extremely efficient from three-point, shooting 42% on the season. Outstanding from the outside, but not only the shooting ability, but the playmaking ability as well.
Pryor, give him 5 points early. Has something to say to the VCU bench, and you can hear the crowd saying a lot. They're in it early.
Kason Pryor, such a talented player, can do so many things at 6'10", can stretch the floor, rebound at a high clip, and create for others.
Zeb Jackson, the Michigan transfer, buries his first tray.
When Zeb Jackson has it going from the outside, this VCU team is very dangerous. 29% shooting from three-point land. If he can get it going early, you talk about a really, really big-time player.
Pryor, the native of Chicago, 7 points early.
And you see a little bit of the skill set. 6'10", fading away on the baseline. Beautiful Jay.
Kwani. Hey, he told us this afternoon, I'm going to keep shooting threes. We said, you were 2 of 4 last game. That's pretty good.
Well, he stepped up. And that's what happens when you get here to the gym early, get the work in. Kwani knocking it down when it swung to him in the corner.
Don't blink, you might miss something. Back and forth we go. Knox trying to get free is rejected by Christian Furman, the rim protector from VCU. Stroud bends his knees.
With one on the defensive end.
Snaps it to Jackson, who jab steps. Bamisil, nice fake, gets Pryor in the air and moves it to Bairstow. Zeb Jackson trying to beat the shot clock. Splash. VCU 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. Not a bad start.
And that's huge for Zeb Jackson, as we mentioned, shooting under 30% from three-point, but he can fill it up quickly. A high-volume shooter to go along with high-level athleticism.
Pryor again making it work. 9 points for him. He leads the team in assists. Bamisil. Snap release, too strong.
Really good defense by South Florida on the last possession. All the bigs high on the pick and roll coverage, showing active hands and bodies.
Youngblood draws the foul, shooting the three in front of the VCU bench.
All in your face to have that type of pace and rhythm change and finish in at all times.
Chris Youngblood has been, certainly don't want to draw the ire of Amir Abdul-Rahim.
In a bad situation, made him force one up and get a turnover.
Those two guys aren't just teammates. They were roommates at Utah State, came here together.
So much experience each other. You got to say, hey, man, you're supposed to be my boy. You can't throw me the grenade like that, and if you catch it, you got to be ready to let it fly.
With Coach Abdul-Rahim as play resumes. 15 on the shot clock. Bamisil to the hole. He is so quick. Lays it up with the left hand.
Really quick first step for Bamisil. Recognizing the defense.
1 point advantage for South Florida. Selton Miguel leads the team in scoring. 6th man of the year, most improved player of the year. Extra pass. Walker makes no mistake. Attacking the rim once again, throwing it down.
Beautiful extra pass.
Turnover generated. Here's Hines in the open floor. A little bit of a clumsy sit of transition there. Bairstow fakes right, goes left. No good. We've got a foul.
Foul for anyone.
Got Utah State an at-large bid. Bairstow bends his knees. Jackson. Some pesky work by Hines as he makes life difficult for him. VCU defeating Villanova in the first round on the road. Nice cut by Shoga, even better pass by Championships. Shoga hits the first one. I was watching some
Alabama, so this is not a team that LSU had to take lightly, but
launches it to Walker, who finds a way to bring it back down. Bell picks up Miguel. Oh, the shifty fifth year from Angola off the glass and says this.
Miguel on the switching defenses of VCU, some fancy ball handling in his bag, gets it all the way, but the beautiful up fake gets two defenders in the air and drops it. Wow, look at this. Saucy.
We're on ESPNU, but I think he switched Michael Bell over to ESPN Plus.
This season play, championship level basketball, it's not just the possessions at the end of the game that matters, it's every play in spurts of the game to not let teams get the advantage.
Bairstow drills a big three for VCU. We're ready to get suit back up.
Well, listen, I'm always ready to suit back up. I just need somebody to give me a spot and let me go where I can play.
Youngblood step back after getting some contact from Fats Phillips, nails it.
Well, Youngblood versatility of South Florida allows him to switch on multiple ball screens from the personnel standpoint.
Bamiso elevates short. Furman puts it back off the glass.
Chris on these plays.
Crowd engaged here at the England Center. The wall gathers it, but taken away. Pryor. The hoop and harm.
Tremendous effort by Kason Pryor. Running through, picking off that ball, and then finishing as the defender was tracking him down for the and one.
The ovation for Pryor. Much deserved.
Hustle, relentless action on the ball, and Kason Pryor knowing where the shot blocker was. Moving forward in this season and into the next.
You witnessed, I guess it was Ronaldo Balkman.
Ronaldo Balkman, who I played against in 2006 in that season, was a player on the scouting report, averaging around 7 points and 4 rebounds. He played against us and my Alabama teammates, goes off for 28 points and 14 rebounds on a televised ESPN game, and that was the beginning of a...
Lawal had 3 offensive boards against Villanova, continues to clean that offensive glass. Placer, floater is good.
Jose Placer getting, and they're able to capitalize when they get there.
Shoga has not quite found his rhythm tonight. Fires to Kwani, who misfires. Placer had 14 points in the last round's win at UCF, playing like his life depended on it. It does. This is his last game of
feeling it early on, and Youngblood taking it over. But the ball movement will have to be the key for both of these teams.
Selton Miguel, like a bull in a china shop underneath, couldn't finish. Stroud, offensive rebound for the Bulls. Pryor pump fakes, takes the baseline to 2 more points.
And Reed.
Furman said, hey, wait a minute, I got a little space to work with here. Can't finish it, but wow, he's got an incredible motor according to the coaching staff on VCU.
Into your offense and get a clean look.
Rams began the game 4 of 4 from beyond the arc, have made 2 of their last 13. With that in mind, Zeb Jackson goes right into the teeth of the Bulls defense and scores.
And that's a beautiful move by the lefty.
Pryor with time running down, floats to the hoop. No good. 32-30.
And pick up the pace to get a little bit more points on the board.
Second half action underway. Youngblood launches.
And that's 2 times this game. One on the dunker spot to get into pick and roll action, but moving the ball around, creating a lot of driving lanes.
Here comes the screen. Rolling to the basket is Furman. Lofting it to Zeb Jackson. A nice look by Shoga.
It's a hook pass that you make across court on the money. Beautiful.
Jackson goes downstairs. Here's Furman. Banging with Pryor. Jump hook. Falls.
A tremendous extension by Furman. His roster, he loves wingspans. Furman with a tremendous reach.
Now, you had a 7'3" wingspan, still do, I assume. How do you take advantage of that? Jackson knocks down another three.
Absolutely on fire.
Youngblood, like a surgeon. Extra pass goes to Knox. He's been off all night, but Youngblood fighting his way to an offensive rebound and 2 points.
And that's why they say he's the head from VCU.
Shoga probes, penetrates, can't hit. In the open floor, Stroud finds his way to the hoop, running free.
Beautiful execution.
Bairstow loses it, regains possession, finds Furman. 3-point VCU advantage. All of a sudden, Furman is ready.
And it shows a brand that is similar to high-level basketball in the EuroLeague.
Nice chalk talk session with the great Richard Hendricks. And a nice three. Youngblood continues to...
Coach of that program, Vincent Collet, who is now one of the head coaches of the French national team, coaching Victor Wembanyama. So the tutelage that he has from these professional teams growing up in the youth system is starting to pay dividends here in the States. Magnitude, as we mentioned, comes from a coaching family. He was able.
Walker misses the second free throw.
I'm sure he still has the touch, but he has the coaching touch going right now as he's over there directing all the traffic, putting his team in good position for the stretch.
Barstow beating the shot clock. That's an NBA move.
With Coach Forbes and Wake Forest, Hunter Salas, really good players on that team. That's a big win for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Pete Souza with Richard Hendricks, and that, my friends, is Chris Youngblood.
Time All-Star. Corey Brewer, who was a McDonald's All-American, scored over 50 points in one individual game when he was with the Timberwolves in the NBA. But it was the connectivity of players like Torian Green and Lee Humphreys, and Coach Abdul Rahim using those as inspiration to inspire these teams that you have to be unselfish if you want to be a winner and have a legacy.
Off the mark is the freshman Jaden Reed, but Youngblood once again doing
the hustle and the effort. Youngblood, physicality under the boards, finding a way to knife himself in there and getting some big putbacks just when they need them.
Selton Miguel.
Furman 5 for 6 shooting.
Michael Bell running the floor.
Nifty moves by Michael.
Reed searching for his first bucket. Can't find it. Knox off the offensive board, takes it right at Furman, who turns him away but fouls him. CF in the Bulls' victory. Was a scoring machine after 9th by the Knicks overall in 2018. And it's how do they attack the zone?
You got to get to the middle. Try to get to the middle of the paint. You also want to look in the short corners.
Bell, step back. Buries the tray with the shot clock expiring.
Back Jay and extends this lead for the Rams.
Hey, he's a freshman. He doesn't know any better, right? He's unconscious.
Well, listen, at this point of the season in postseason play, freshmen are now sophomores. You've gotten enough playing time. You've seen games. You have experience up with the big-time play in a big-time moment.
And answering back was fellow freshman Jaden Reed with the bucket for the Bulls. Lead is at 5. Bell into the paint, draws attention, drops it off for Fats Billups. Haven't heard from him tonight. Stroud snaps it to Knox. Knox has not been gun shy in the last few minutes. Extra pass. Reed raises, drains it.
There's a decisive drive.
VCU leads on the road, stepping right in front of it. Nice work by Jackson. Bamisile gets it back to him. Here's Toby Lawal. He can elevate. Hammered, sent to the free throw line. We're on the season. Attempting it
from the free throw line, particularly in the second half. but not able to since 2005. Phenomenal.
Youngblood with 18 points and a lot to play for. Powers his way to the hole on Shoga.
Because you have the extra feet on the side. So the defense has further to rotate over. But on that time, just pinpoint defense getting there in time to get squared up to contest that shot.
Can the Bulls capitalize? Reed can! The fresh 28. Already committed was Youngblood. He stuck with that commitment. Came and followed Coach Abdul Rahim. After Kennesaw State went to the tournament and Abdul Rahim came here, so did Youngblood.
The big shot there by Barstow to quiet win season was something that was really good as far as building character, not just for the players, but for him. Made him a much better coach, and a big reason why he's found himself as a Coach of the Year candidate and a team winning conference titles.
Coming up on
3 top-tier guards in action.
Bulls can cut it to 1 or tie. Youngblood's been the guy, 22 points, caught 24.
And that was a design play.
Bounds as we see Lawal sky to bring it down. Barstow has been aggressive in the paint all night long, can't get that to fall. Another opportunity, and Lawal is fouled trying to hammer it home. The official word, we'll take a look at it.
Toby Lawal fighting on this possession. Pryor should have just kept his feet, but turn it in, threw it in back under the other team's basket. The Cardinals sin in basketball, never saved the ball under the other team's goal. But a good hard foul, in my opinion, to not allow Lawal get the easy slam dunk. You should be awarded to be upgraded to a flagrant and get to make this a 3-point ball game. This is an opportunity for VCU to add extra. With the Youngblood last time in the possessions, the isolation.
24 points for the American Co-Player of the Year, banging his way to the basket. Foul is called. Looks like we'll have it on the floor. You could hear a pin drop here in the England Center. VCU 0 for their last 4, no field goals in almost 3.5 minutes. Bamisil had 17 in the first round win against Villanova. That's off the mark, but there's Lawal again. Not only showing off the
shot to shot from the outside as he was freed up. They had to respect the ball screen action. Had the mismatch down low. Toby Lawal on the little offensive rebound. And a big miss. Still with a 1-possession ball game.
Miguel leads the team in scoring. 6th man of the year. Finds himself in traffic and tied up with Barstow.
And that's a huge defensive stand into the full court.
Jackson working on Miguel across the timeline. Shot clock coming up on 10 seconds. Barstow. Bodies with Stroud, too strong. Offensive rebound, looked to be taken down by Pryor, but taken away by Bamisil, who puts it back up and in.
Bamisil with the extra effort.
And Youngblood catches Lawal napping.
On balance and deliver.
Crowd standing here at the Yuengling Center. Bamisil across the timeline, breaking the pressure. Puts it in reverse and drops it off for Shoga. Exactly 1 minute left. Rams up 3. Looking to punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Bulls have something to say about it. Bamisil picks up his dribble. Shot clock at 3. Miguel being a pest. Lawal quite possibly has another offensive rebound.
For this student section to show up for the Bulls.
Rims out for Lawal. Pryor grabs the board. The lead is 3 for the Rams.
A lot of time if they wanted to elect for an easy 2. Plenty of time in the game.
Miguel controls 15 on the shot clock. Likes what he sees, goes to the hole, and one! The 6th man of the year from... Off the mark is Miguel. The wall comes down with the rebound. Crowd is stunned. Foul is committed.
Still plenty of time in this ball game with 6.
Right into the teeth of the Student Center. Blood. Is the ice water there too? It is.
2 big free throws, making this a 3-point game. Got to get this up the court quickly as VCU puts a little bit of pressure on them. But a good idea.
You go for 2 or you settle for the 3?
Looks like they're going to go for 3 as slow as it's taking to develop.
Who else? Youngblood. Too strong. Skying for the rebound is Lawal. And he is hammered by Pryor.
Toby Lawal strode up huge in the clutch for VCU.
Youngblood launches it. No good. VCU will advance to the quarterfinals. 70-65 is the final score. Richard, your final thoughts?
2 teams that battled all night long, but the final surge was made by the VCU Rams. The extra effort plays, the offensive rebounds, and the putback and the clutch free throws in the moments made the difference down the final stretch.
It has been a pleasure, partner. That is all from Tampa.